Gemini, this is your week ahead tarot card reading by Born Without Boundaries Tarot. This is a message for Gemini, Sun, Moon, and Rising sign. It is your energy. Get ready to dive in, baby. Get ready to trust. Get ready to take that leap of faith, but you are going to be surrounded by support. Let's get into it. Gemini, Sun, Moon, and Rising sign. This is a message it is a message that comes to you when you are ready to hear it, when you draw it into you. Okay. I'm going to surprise you. That's beautiful energy. That's really beautiful energy. It's really time for a leap of faith, guys. This is a message that you have to be open and receptive to. It comes to you when you are ready to receive it. So it is timeless, but remember, there is a new message that comes out every single week. So please remember to subscribe to the channel and ring that notification bell so that you know when I upload your favorite content. And if you're looking for a personal reading, I do those too. Sometimes you just need a deep personal message that comes out for you. And all you have to do is go to my website, choose the package that's right for you, and then book and schedule everything right there. You ready, Gemini? Let's go. Okay, Gemini. We already have an awakened energy because I'm sitting here looking at 6, 5. 6 plus 5 is awakened. It's 11. So let's get into these cards. First and foremost, trust the great mystery. And that's what it is. And it's not only a message that says this is what you have to do. It's a message that's saying, Gemini, you're going to feel it. You're going to be ready this week. You're going to be kind of wrapped up in it, like really surrounded and supported. And it's an energy that even if you don't see it, you will feel it. So it's saying, yes, please trust and have faith. It will carry you. There's also a fluidity to this energy, to this energy this week. So there's just a sense of it's going to be easy for you to find the current and find the flow. Be supported. Be supported, and that's what's going to happen. Now, this is the mystery card that I catch a glimpse of before you guys take a leap of faith. Take a leap of faith and trust the great mystery. I don't know how else to say it. It is time for you to dive in. It's time for you to jump and allow things to happen. It's time for you to just have faith. So it's not about pushing this week. It's about allowing yourself to sort of fall backwards and let the current catch you. So it's not even about take this big old leap of faith. It's take the leap of faith in faith and know that you are going to be supported and going to be carried, and walk through this week with that energy. Beautiful things will then roll in. Grasshopper is a lucky energy. We always think of luck as in like this spontaneous thing, but really it is a synchronicity and a harmony and a vibration that you're just striking that is in perfect harmony with what's around you. And that is what luck is. Think of that Felicius, what is it, potion in Harry Potter. He didn't all of a sudden have treasure chests fall out of the sky. It's just suddenly he was in tune with the synchronicities around him, and he knew exactly where he was supposed to be, even if it didn't make sense. And this is why you have that interaction with him and Hermione and Ron at first. And Hermione's like, that doesn't make any sense at all, because she's very logical. It's going to happen like this and this and this. And Harry was like, no, because he'd taken the potion. No, I know I have to be here. And so that's what your week is going to be. Just be there. Be there because you know you have to be, because you are correct. You will sort of feel like you're floating this whole week. even if you don't feel that way, that's kind of how it will be. Beautiful energy of trust this process. And then we have grasshopper spirit, which is the number 3. So we have 11 and 3, 2 very blessed, highly spiritual numbers that remind us simply that there's always a room for connection, and that the divine is really touching you this week, Gemini. Let's get into these cards. Set healthy boundaries, which I think will be super easy with this energy that's coming in. You'll just know the right thing from the wrong thing. This energy shows up when it's sort of time for you, or when you finally have to find the strength to actually be able to set those walls yourself. Like it's just become too heavy or too burdened, or you've been setting too many boundaries and you kind of have to let yourself open up and let go. Because healthy boundaries sometimes are no boundaries, because we can keep things out too much because we're afraid of them. So ultimately, really what you want to do is be focused on what is good, what is bad, what is healthy this week. And then we have sing your own song. That's really interesting. This is certainly an opening up personally that you're going to be experiencing this week. A sense of yourself that is certain and sure of your own personal safety, and the safety of you being able to communicate exactly who you are. There is a sense of just let people know, and that by using your voice is going to be a natural boundary. In other words, you don't even have to try at this point, I got to set a boundary. Just by being honest and saying what you feel and being your true authentic self, that's boundaries, because it's already going to be eliminating what doesn't work for other people outside of you. So there is an authenticity and ease of authenticity that you're going to be experiencing this week that I think is really going to be profound and float you to a higher ground, which is still metaphoric. So let's get into the exacts. Okay, we have the 8 of Swords. So there could be a reason to be left behind or leave somebody behind, or allow yourself to, like yes, maybe this happened. Maybe there was a disconnect, or you got fired, or you felt abandoned. Well, there's some sort of victory over this abandonment. There's some sort of success or happiness that comes from, or that comes sort of right at the heels of feeling like you have been abandoned, or feeling like you have a right to walk away from a situation and not take responsibility for it, and allow yourself to actually just feel good again. And I think if that's the case, a lot of people will be really happy for you this week, Gemini, because they want you to be loved. So where you were once rejected, there is now going to be encouragement, support, and love. There could even be some sort of romance, because the 8 of Cups can be a very romantic energy. So this could be a lot of love, a lot of caring, a lot of concern, or you're going to be taking care of somebody that you felt you left behind. And it's almost like, let me wash away all that pain. I'm going to handle this. Whatever this is, whether it's reconciliation or exoneration, it's like the pains from the past and the abandonments from the past are washed away. And you're finally going to be able to speak from your truth and liberate yourself from any kind of chains or restrictions that you felt like that you had been tied up in. This seems quite recent. At least this feeling of feeling left behind or abandoned could even be so profound that you sort of surprise somebody with it, or it surprises you, because it seems like you're coming from a place of, oh, I'm never going to hear from them again, or they left me behind, or I was rejected. And then all of a sudden this love comes through, this offer comes through that is quite contrary to that. We have abundance. We have abundance of love and support, especially coming from the family unit. This is something that's going to make you jump for joy and extremely happy. So this is coming from a place almost like 0 to hero, right? It's almost like, it's not only 0 to hero, but like rags to riches. I don't see any pentacles on the table, and that's not the point. maybe for you guys it is, but it's like finally you're going to be able to be happy again in a situation or scenario that you thought you'd been rejected in. Let me see if I can get a little bit more into this. I don't feel like I really need to dig that deep into the Eight of Swords, because you probably already know what I'm talking about, and it may be different to all of you. But can you please confirm the Eight of Swords or be more specific? Four of Pentacles, somebody was holding on to money. Somebody was really, really conservative or really scared, and they weren't, and so they couldn't choose because they were afraid that if they maybe rocked the boat, or they were afraid. They were staying still. They wanted stability, and that's why they were locked into this, well, what's going to be more stable for me kind of energy. But now it's almost like, fuck it, I'm going to just go with what I love. And that's what it's saying. The Ten of Cups is here, and you got the Ten of Cups before. We have two of Wands, so this is something in the past. It's almost like maybe, I don't know if it's reminding you of a situation, or it may be involved with a situation like you chose and that you were never really sure of the choice. And because you were really never sure of the choice or going in the direction that you went, now all of a sudden it's like, fuck, I shouldn't have left that behind. I want to make right for that choice, or I want to go back and like be able to redo it, or actually do what's going to make me happy, because that clearly didn't make you happy, and that's what you're going to be able to do this week. So hold on. Gemini, please, let's get a moon card, because I got a new moon tonight. It's a new moon in Aquarius. The energy is gaining momentum. So yeah, it's going to start pretty quickly. In fact, the moon will be waxing right after it's new, right after today. So that's when this reading is coming out. But it's almost like, yeah, this whole week, this energy of I'm ready now. I'm ready. Maybe I wasn't ready before, but I am ready now because I don't want to leave behind, or I left something behind. That it happens real quick, because we have the Eight of Cups, and then immediately there's this like, no, I got to make this right. I got to do it a different way. So it's not like maybe something you've been suffering from a long time. Even the choice you made doesn't seem like it was that long ago, though I could be wrong about that. The energy is gaining momentum. Is like really quickly the universe is going to be receptive, or your environment is going to be receptive to some announcement you make or some action you take. And this is a really positive momentum. It's like, yeah, this is the flow. Like as soon as you decide, it's jumping into the current, and whoosh, it will whisk you away. Because this was, I don't know why you made the wrong turn in the past. Sometimes we do it out of pride. Sometimes we do it out of curiosity. Sometimes we do it because, we couldn't see clearly from where we were standing, and we needed to walk down the wrong path a little bit in order to recognize, yeah, I need to turn this bitch back around, because this was definitely not the course. And now once you get into that right course, it's like, oh my God, yeah, this is how it was always supposed to feel. And then we have balanced spirituality and practicality. Full moon in Pisces. That's really interesting. Balanced spirituality and practicality. I don't really know what that means right now, but there is a harmony here. It's a sense of, in other words, you can't just use your brain for this, but you can't not use it at all. And you've been thinking about this, and you kind of, something isn't making sense, and it's because you had to take a leap of faith. And that leap of faith is suddenly going to bring into consciousness, make it all make sense. And it was because it was never just all about what made sense. It was about the balance between the two. So what the cards are saying here for you guys is things are coming back into balance. Now you're going to feel like, okay, I'm fulfilled spiritually and practically, like the two of those things are on board. This could also mean, no, I'm going to stay there with that. But let me just get card. What do you mean balance spirituality and practicality? What do you mean, God? What do you mean? It's almost like you're fulfilling something. you're fulfilling a purpose that maybe came out of the past, and because just now you realize it. Then we have the Star card here and the Queen of Wands. So Gemini, this could have to do with a feminine fire sign, or just showing up and being the star. This would be superstar energy. So becoming very public, or giving somebody credit where it's due, people paying attention to you, or paying attention to somebody that really deserves this attention. Five of Swords has to do with it was defeated in the past. I think in the past, either somebody didn't give you the credit you were due, or you didn't give them. And now it's almost like, I'm going to give you the time to shine, or whoever didn't get a chance to shine, they're going to get a chance to shine. It wasn't right. So it is more about mending a wrong. It's not necessarily reconciliation as it is compensation, a sense of this is your time to shine, and that's going to balance things out. This Five of Swords means that somebody who was really worthy of it, or a hope that you had that it was going to happen, really got shit on and got attacked. So now there is this mending of sorts, this universal mending that is happening. Really fucking interesting energy. Okay, hold on. Don't forget to join me for the extended, guys. Okay, this is in the future, so you're going to be really happy that you did what you did here. You're going to really see the clarity, and it's almost like it's taking you into your future state where you are very wise, and it's going to teach you a life lesson that makes you realize, oh, when you make the right choice, when that comes from faith, not just faith, not just logic, but when it comes from faith too, it's going to make you wiser and always make you realize how to make decisions moving forward. You will be certain into the future that this was a great decision to make. The clarity might not come right away, but it will definitely come eventually. Could have something to do with a Libra, or simply this. It's justice, and we already got this balancing out that is going to be happening this week. Justice will be served. So this is universal. A decision that is made that brings everything back into its equilibrium, and ultimately you that ends up really maybe being credited for that. It's coming out in the future, your sense of your future self. So it really has to do with this was destined to happen to turn you into, or make you into, a person that you're supposed to be. And this is very wise energy. This is respected energy. And so this turn had to happen. It really was justice, and it really was fair. So that's really awesome. Let's go to the extended. I'll see you guys there.